Hey, I'm Ian, and you're listening to Crit Out of Luck, the Last Song of Arcadia. Find us on social media at Crit Out of Luck, or join our Discord server to chat all things D&D. Stay cool.
When last we left our heroes. Who remembers?
What did we do?
Did happen.
Shrek imbibed something that wasn't water and had a reaction to it.
Sure did.
Right, caffeinated.
Sure did.
Sore.
That was last time?
Saren and
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't really.
been a
Last
long
time, not filler, but last time was kind of like a.
The catch step.
Yes.
Sore's been written on there for longer than that.
No,
No. That was last
that
time.
was last time.
It was last time.
100%.
And
Yeah,
Suri
it
had
was.
a long kind of scene with her patron and also
And Bernard.
And Bernard, yeah.
That was Bernard,
right.
too.
Yep.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Bernard's
I remembered
coming
I was
to the-
forgetting part of it. I didn't realize it was Bernard.
It was a big
Bernard's
role
your
play
date
session. It was a
to
big
the
role play
wedding.
session.
Yeah, Bernard's my date.
Yes.
Right, that's why you were there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
Which
not
was-
why I was there.
It's not why.
I was there to steal.
That's
Oh my
It
god,
was a
we
happy
gave,
consequence.
we gave state secrets to an archfey.
That'll
I gave
happen.
him the power to create state secrets.
Okay, that's better.
Which is fine.
And then we capped off last session with another peek-in on Alcyone.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah, we did.
right.
I was like, Ian had something.
Yeah, Cyone was getting her armor, her herald's armor,
Right.
made for her.
After Hieros had that flashback on the beach.
Well-
Because we got a Fort Bones subscription box and then chucked it into the ocean.
Yeah.
I forgot. But no.
Those are the big beats that I had.
Everyone
fuck.
we've ever met is converging on the capital because Ciri's brother is going to be there.
Right.
Trade. Oh, yeah, in the capital. Yes.
Yeah, so
Today, right
he
now.
said, yeah. So you wanted to meet with him before the wedding and have a conversation with him. And then you also wanted to go to Wyvern Glen before traveling back to Barovia. Well, so with that being said, as we dive back in here,
So I guess that makes you first.
Oh, okay. I'm really nervous about this. I don't know why.
Do you want some water or some coffee? Oh.
I mean, where we left off was just sort of evening in the palace. So we can
Yeah.
pick up if anything anybody wants to do at all. If not, we can dive right into Suri, you heading out to meet with Aldrich. Yeah?
No.
I got one thing on my list and it's not plot relevant in the slightest until it will be.
Well, so great. Then let's say we arrive on the morning you are set to meet with Aldrich at the Bourne Barrel.
Okay.
So kind of coming down in the morning. I think that you had said you would meet for like afternoon tea or something like that, right?
Sure.
So we'll say just sort of congregating in that sort of like, I'm imagining there's no common area in this long hallway of guest rooms, but at this point I think like Suri and Saren's room has kind of become the common room place, you know, that people congregate. So
I believe I'm staying in a different room.
Vetoed.
It was weird. After that first night, I was like,
Okay, but wasn't last night that first night?
oh, yes.
I don't know.
Yes.
I don't
If
remember. No. Because we woke up. You were like, Dimitri, turn into a bird. It'll be really funny to confuse Kashek.
Oh, yeah.
So another day happened. So
if
all
any,
right,
if any time elapsed, I was like, that was really
we can
weird.
also, yes, we can say that time has elapsed. Yeah.
I haven't slept alone since I met you, so that was weird. Great. I'm glad we're on the same page with that.
Do you need moral support?
Maybe.
Do you want someone to go with you, but not go directly with you, but be nearby?
I don't have a plan
That's probably
at
for the
all.
best.
So I
Do
don't
you
know
want
what
me
I'm
to
going
come with
do.
you? I'm not allergic to cats. Like Saren is.
Right.
We're going to the Bourne
Look at
Barrel.
your dreams, Ian.
Oh, never mind. Look!
Do you expect there to be trouble?
No, I just don't know what to say. This is a whole lot that I'm going to be.
Do you think that he's someone that you'll be able to trust after this?
I think that might depend on perhaps how long he's spent in Traben, what's been told to him.
In a perfect world, do you think that after this wedding you two will remain in contact then?
I would hope so.
Well then, for whatever it's worth, I think affording him that trust to just tell him what happened would be the first step towards that.
If I may, and I don't. Oh, sorry. I know you're used to having the little one around, huh? My presence might be a bit to get used to, but...
He didn't talk as much, that's true.
If I may, well, what is this? What was your relationship like the last you spoke?
Well, the very last I spoke, I had saved his life. He was very grateful.
That can endear one to another.
I offered him and my mother a place to live.
He did seem very grateful and as open as perhaps one of his sort, from what you described, could be when we last spoke. I don't know everything that happened, but...
What is it that you hope to gain from speaking with him, sorry?
I just don't want to show up at his wedding, have the priest see me, and attack me on sight, because I should be dead, according to him.
An awkward state of affairs for a wedding, to be sure.
Yes.
Well, if my advice is worth anything, from what you have described, your father is a patriarch, yes? This I am familiar with. And your son, I'm assuming, has been brought up, raised in such a way to one day take the mantle of patriarch, yes? Something I had to learn to navigate my grandfather was you had to learn to navigate his ego. If you could present what you wanted to say in a way that made it seem like his idea, you can get almost anything you want out of it. That would be my advice, but again, take with pinch of whatever you like.
My mama is kind of like that. Mami just speaks to her very sweetly and says nice things, and she becomes less sour grapes. It's cute.
Okay, I think I have sort of a plan. What if I start with the good news? Which is also very weird, is that I'm bringing the Duke of Arcadia to this wedding.
Oh.
A strong position to leave from. From what I understand, your family has fallen upon hard times, yes?
Yes.
Well,
You could bring the Duke as a sign of perhaps your family is no longer in those hard times, but in favor of doing that, you need to move the wedding so that the priest who killed you does not see you.
seems a good plan as any.
I mean, the Duke is a big deal.
Yes.
Could mean a lot for your family's fortunes, all I'm saying.
We're just saying we have a good bit of coin. We can certainly help your brother set up.
We wouldn't even need to. He wouldn't even need to necessarily say that it was from us either. I don't need that sort of credit.
Who is this person he's marrying? Do we know?
I think it's
don't
Father
know.
Cochrane
It's-
wearing a wig.
Saren, you keep saying that.
That will make things quicker for us, to be sure.
Which is what I'm saying is, sorry, I see that you the trepidation of not wanting to go there, but it would make things very expedient to just.
Yes, but also the wedding has to happen.
The
Or we need
reception at the cocktail hour.
Or we need to have another wedding if this one doesn't.
There's a huge big church here. We have seen it. I'm sure they can do weddings. Look, all I'm saying is I have 192 hit points and an axe that talks to trees. So when I see Father Cochrane, say what needs to be said quickly to him, and then he will be lumber.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
I don't know what hit points are.
Let's return to this. Do you want someone to go with you? Perhaps get a table close by and then only be around to intercede in case of abject failure.
An excellent point, Saren. One step at a time.
I mean, if it's at the Boar and Barrel, how wrong can it go? Luther's great. Everyone there is great.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yes. Yes.
He's handsome. Shiny butt.
Shiny.
Mozzarella.
We'll let that one ride.
That's alright, Scarfy. You and me.
Clark, are you coming with us?
That's alright, Clark. You and me.
What? Oh, hey.
We're going for drinks. Careful, buddy.
Okay. So we have a plan. We're going to brunch.
We're all going.
It's board and barrel. It's fine.
We're all going.
I'm
Great.
scared. I hate talking.
You make your way back out into the city, across the sort of center island and towards the grand square where you know the Boar and Barrel to be. We are now in the height of summer. It is, but because of like this, it's the Arcadia's sort of location right by the coast. The temperature is, yes, sir.
Sorry, isn't the wedding happening in the spring in a couple months?
Fuck me.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I think you had said it was fall last time.
I'm sorry.
Your Honor, point of order.
Mother trucker.
In this world,
No.
seasons actually go backwards from
Go
what we're
wherever they
expecting.
want. They go wherever Trevor says they go.
Yep.
God damn it.
Just because I know you were gonna bother yourself if that came up later is all I'm saying.
We can fix it in post.
We can. We can use a post to fix it.
It's early spring.
Okay.
Chill. Fuck!
That's right.
Oh, if only you had a better DM.
No.
There's no better say than that. That's my friend Trevor, and if you need him, I'll fucking kill you.
God bless. I love y'all. Okay, it's early spring. The cool wind which crept down from the mountains far to the north and west have abated, and the warm winds coming off the coastal currents of the sea wash over the city, giving it a balmy feel.
Feels like summer.
It's sort of that like
Told me.
it's humid, but it's kind of a nice cool air at this stage, that early spring humidity. Misty? A little, yeah. As you come out maybe early in the morn, a thin layer of mist runs across the canals and far out to the sea. Yeah. If you jumped in the water right now, it would probably feel like a bathtub. But yeah, you make your way to the grand square, and the Boar and Barrel coming here about midday again. You get there right around the shift change, so to speak. Where the evening shift from the docks is just getting off, and the morning shifter they're heading out for the day. Yeah, you make your way inside. It's familiar and cozy. This perhaps is the I don't know. I would assume the place that is coziest in the capital, maybe that you've met yet. It's eerily sort of reminiscent of the Blue Water in a lot of ways, you know. But yeah, you make your way inside. Luther is behind the bar, polishing glasses as he usually is. And as you make your way in, he gives a curt nod and a little 2-finger salute off his brow,
Just kind of edge a little bit closer.
welcoming you in. Yeah, time is yours.
Well,
Is my brother here?
Give me a perception check, because we roll dice in this game
Yeah.
sometimes.
Wee. 22.
Not yet, it appears. You kind of scan the room, and do not see him having arrived yet.
should we separate ourselves first? I don't want to leave you alone, but
I guess so.
We're not all going to be at different tables. That looks really sketchy.
No.
should we
Oh,
separate
sure.
from me? Like,
I think so.
Do you need me to clear out a table for you?
Do I? Need him to clear out a table for me?
No, it's pretty calm. A lot of folks have just left, so there are a couple of open tables that you can grab.
as we sit, can I just do a scan of does anyone here seem like they are in a position to overhear what's going on, specifically?
Interesting. Give me a...
You think he brought spies?
I don't know if he brought spies, but there are spies
Give me
everywhere.
investigation.
Investigation?
Yeah.
That's not perception at all.
I know it isn't.
Because I just said my perception score out loud. Now the DM knows how to...
I mean, they're different things.
13.
You wager, even though there's not, it's sort of the changeover, so it's emptier than you would usually find it, but the people who are still present are being rowdy and raucous. They generally are. People are caught up in whatever revels they have, they come here for. So you think that nobody's going to be listening in at the very least. And the sort of din of sound is enough to cover low voices.
Viggo Mortensen isn't sulking in the corner with his head down.
No, you don't see any Viggo Mortensen.
Recognize that butt chin anywhere.
But yes, the time's yours.
Wait. I guess.
Grab a table and wait. You sit at your table, and after a few minutes, Luther makes his way over and says, well, if it ain't my favorite customers, what is it I can do for y'all today?
Did we decide to sit together or not?
The
three of us.
The four of us.
Four of us.
5.
Clark.
5.
Right.
Oh God!
Dimitri. Yeah, he's alive again.
So there's 5 at one table and just Surrey at another. Okay, so then he makes his way over. It ain't my favorite customers, but I do dearly hope y'all haven't had a row or fallen out of some sort. Why is Surrey all over by her lonesome?
We're here for moral support. She's meeting someone.
Meeting someone?
No, not like
You
that.
mean like a fella?
No. Well, no. Yes, but no. It's.
Don't.
She's that kind of tiefling.
Her brother. No.
Sling stuff, bro.
Start over.
She is meeting with her brother, and we haven't seen him in a while, so they have some catching up to do.
Oh,
We're here for moral support.
family matters. Well, that's mighty kind of y'all to be on about. You think she needs a little bit of extra liquid courage?
I think they probably both will.
You have courage in liquid form.
Indeed, I do, Master Kashek. It is a magic most wondrous.
Like a drink. Oh, I know that one, because
Well, can I get you all on it then while you are here gathered in full support? Indeed, I could have guessed. We'll get you
Because it's
sorted.
only been... Oh, we said time pass.
We'll get you sorted.
I'd take you some tea, actually, if you have any.
I indeed stay perfection.
I don't want to drink the last of it, but if you do have any excess of mead at our disposal.
For you, the fountain never stops.
You're very generous, sir.
Indeed. Well, thank y'all. I'll go check in on our friend, sir, and make sure she's feeling supported.
I think she'll like that.
And he makes his way over. Well, what?
She went
Yeah, we're both like.
as he walked away.
What?
No, I think Dimitri's like,
Yes, we knew it this whole time.
Forget the man. He was living in the wilderness for 10 years. He has
for
taste.
me.
He just didn't know anybody. Like.
anyway.
Bi for bi couples are the most powerful. It's true.
Before Saren, Dimitri only have owlbears. As friends.
Okay.
Not.
Luther makes his way over to you, Surrey, and says, I heard you're having a reunion with an old family member today.
Yes.
Well, I can only imagine. Reuniting with family is always a bit of a muddled affair emotionally. You can't pick them after all.
No.
You need anything to boost you up a little bit?
Yeah, why not?
Well, you'll have.
Well, now I have to make a decision. I don't know.
Why don't I just bring you the house special?
Okay, sounds good.
Very good. And he sort of like kneels down. He like takes a knee, so he's kind of like eye level with you. Now, I don't know if you've ever noticed, sir, but there is no bouncer in this establishment. That is because if you need anything, you just give me a little nod, and I will take care of it.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Too right. Well then,
I don't think it'll be necessary, but
I hope
it's good to know.
I hope and pray not, but I am here.
Thank you.
If the worst should come.
Thank you.
And he goes. And doing so, as he clears y'all's table and Surrey's table, as he makes his way back to the bar, at that moment, ching-ching-ling, you hear the bell ring, and in steps Aldrich. He is dressed in the fashion of the nobility. So give me a perception check, everybody.
It's certainly different.
Are you fucking kidding me? Well, 16.
18.
16, 18.
Oh wait,
19.
I lied. It's 22. 21. I can't roll below that.
Yeah.
24.
Wow, goodness gracious. All of you notice, even Kashek, who generally would have no notion of such things, but having spent as much time in the capital as you have absorbed, just a certain amount of the culture. All of you can tell as he walks in, he's wearing the clothes that are in fashion, but it's sort of like H&M.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, buddy.
Yeah, it's like in the style of what is in fashion, but it's just the thread count is just not there.
Yeah.
He kind of looks around at at his surroundings a little like a little ill at ease. He's not quite sure, he's
poor
not,
people.
Yeah, it's a little bit of that. I know. Listen, it runs deep. It runs
Why do you
deep.
think I left?
It runs
Found the
deep.
man in a cage
Under
under the earth.
Yeah, but he sees you, sir, and gives a sort of tentative wave. You see his eyebrows go up, and he makes his way across the floor.
What does he look like?
Why don't you tell us, sir?
He's like tall-ish, but not super tall, and like he's got brown hair.
But not super brown.
No, it's super brown.
Okay. Rich-ish, but not super rich.
Well, no, not rich at
super
all
rich is back.
anymore.
Do you guys, like, facially look the same?
A little bit. I think that we're only half siblings.
Apart from the pink.
Apart from the pink
Apart from
and
the
the
pink.
horns and the eyes and the teeth.
Well,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but Suri looks like her mom.
Does this human man look like the tiefling?
No, but it's relevant.
Suri does look like her mom. They're only, I guess, half siblings, though, apparently. And I think that Aldrich looks more like the father in this situation.
He's younger, correct?
He's older.
Older.
He's got a strong face. This is the kind of face that you would expect on a politician. High cheekbones, like a strong chin.
$2 haircut.
Exactly.
Well, now,
Yeah.
Clean
But it is.
shaven.
It's like you walk in and like just give me the standard cut and But yeah. But anyway, he heads over and says, "Hi. How are you?
Good.
Good. That's good.
Great.
How
are you?
I'm good.
Good.
Yes, good. Good to hear.
It sounds like it's going wonderful.
I can't see
I hate myself.
Sounds like it's going rather well. Now get back in there.
Oh my god, I wish I was good at things.
Can I get you something to drink from the bar?
Well, I actually already did, put an order in.
Oh, you already ordered?
Yes.
Oh, excellent then. Well, then I'll just go and grab myself something.
Okay, sounds good.
Are they close enough that we can hear?
Everyone give me a perception check.
Not a nat 20.
You can definitely hear.
Gotta be honest, though.
That's true.
3.
I also rolled for 13.
Interesting. You two go to listen but get distracted by something. Give me another perception check.
Ooh.
B-plot.
Nat 20.
Nice.
So 30.
Shit fuck. Oh, 13. That's what he got last time.
Kashek,
30.
you go to sort of tune your, and we'll bounce right back. But you go to sort of tune your asymmetrically placed ears to hone in on Suri's conversation. But as you do so, you get distracted. You hear someone mutter Bernard's name.
Oh no.
And you can't help but get a little distracted and sort of again turn the satellite dish that is your face. Bernard. Ah, what a joke. Chasing ghosts across ancient battlefields when what he should be doing is getting our fleets moving again. It's a sorry day. Sorry day indeed.
What's this guy look like?
They're like trademark dock workers, You can see the like bill hooks slashed to each of their sides, and the sort of rough, tattered cloth shirts, and they're like these are the dock workers, the working folks of Arcadia. When they knock off, they either come here or they have to take the ferry back across to the mainland to the overflow.
Is he wearing a crimson hat that says "Make Arcadia Great Again"?
Well, not yet. But yeah, that's what you pick up on, and then their conversation moves to to other things. But Saren, you are undistracted, so you can hear everything that's happening over with Suri.
Alright, well, she's saying things that I would be saying, so I'm going to say it's going well, and you are all going to say it's going poorly.
No offense, but yeah, that's not ideal.
They just exchanged pleasantries. They both seem nervous. Give them a moment.
I'm good, but...
So he sort of like stuffles his way over to the bar and hails down Luther, who kind of like sidles over across the bar, takes one look at your brother, glances back over to you, Suri, and then swings his head back, fully understanding, and sort of takes his order and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And it's after a few moments. There's a few moments here where he's up at the bar if you want to do anything. No, you don't have to. It's just the opportunity. Yeah, some thumbs up to your friends. Fantastic.
Great.
She's going to be great.
This dock worker.
Yes.
I got a bag on him? A satchel?
Sure. Yeah, he has sort of like a shoulder strap bag.
Can I have Beetle crawl out of my staff?
Sure.
Haven't seen him in a bit.
Sure.
He comes out as a dung beetle this time, since a golden scarab might be a bit...
A little ostentatious.
Yeah. Can I have him, get in that bag?
Yeah, Yes, give me a stealth check from him.
Bag secured.
Do I have to use beetle stats?
God, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
You could just tell me what you think a beetle's stealth modifier would be.
I'm of the opinion that if it's an insect, it should always have advantage on stealth, because it's an insect. So I'm just going to make that call.
I was going to say, who think you're the DM?
Because it's a bug, right? Like, what the fuck?
It's a crowded bar. We're not like
exactly.
a library or
so
something.
I'm going to say, so let's give him a stealth bonus of +2, and so roll with advantage.
Neat.
With +2.
Hey, 21.
Yay! All right, great.
Beetle boy.
The chitinous overlayer of armor folds back, and his beetle wings spread out, and he kind of flies away across. But in the timpani of the bar, it manages to cover the sounds of his wings, and he kind of gingerly lands on the docksman's satchel and kind of crawls his way inside.
To anyone that might be looking carefully, if you were to see Kashek's eyes, they don't change in actual like shape or color, but they do become compound.
Cool. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
You'd have to look carefully, and it would just look like he had like plastic over them that's doing it, because he still has like his regular eye color. But yeah,
great. Cool. Let's jump back to
sure.
Yeah. So after a minute, Aldrich comes back and sits down with just sort of a simple sort of flagon, and says, oh, "What a colourful place this is."
We like it.
Yes, indeed, certainly an excellent place for frivolities. The barman seems to be a friend.
Oh, he's great, yes.
Yes. He happened to mention how large his tusks were when I was ordering a drink.
Yes. I feel normal about it. I don't say that, never mind. Jesus.
Certainly drew attention to them. But in any event...
We're not gonna bonk her?
Did you not see the...
He's getting ready.
There was a warning. Everybody gets one, Spider-Man.
So, tell me about your fiancé.
Yes, well... Yes, and
congratulations.
Thank you, yes, thank you. Yeah, it is... it all happened so suddenly. But it certainly is a blessing. And thank you for agreeing to meet with me and to come. There's no real way around it. Sorry, I feel like I owe you a certain amount of apologies. I know I did not make life easy for you when you were at home, and I am terribly sorry to sort of just dive into like this. I had planned more pleasantries, but at this point, I think you've seen I'm terrible at them.
Me too. So
excellent. Then let's just talk, shall we?
All right.
I am sorry. I did not make life easy for you. It was at the direction of Father, but it was still a choice I made. And I am terribly sorry for being so cruel as a child.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate that. But I mean, difficult. We were children.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. But
They didn't make it easy for either of us.
no, they did not. But look at you. I mean, hero of Arcadia. Whoever would have thought? Goodness, it's good to see what you've made of yourself.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So,
Anyway, enough of the past. Yes, my betrothed, my beloved, my soon-to-be. Well, we met in that rather unfortunate circumstance near Caradron, which you so gallantly saved us from. Going through the tumult of such a endeavour has a way of endearing people to each other. And so it has moved quickly, I gladly admit, but I do love her. And it will help, I think, go a long way in bringing some life back to our family.
good. I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
Insight check.
Okay, yeah, what do you want to
I don't know, is he
That's
really
different.
as excited and happy as he seems? Because, I don't know, in the beginning I was getting vibes.
Her name? What?
Oh no.
This can't be happening to me.
Oh no.
Are you proficient?
Oh,
Oh no.
That's okay. You still
Two. Two.
Oh no!
Yeah, that's a 1.
Oh, okay.
And I add a 1.
You do.
So 2.
This is just weird. It's just strange.
It's really,
sorry.
I'm so
How-
uncomfortable.
It's that thing where, like, when you meet a person from your past, there's that phenomena where you kind of, like, weirdly revert to who you were when last you knew them. And so you can't tell. He seems genuine enough, but something feels weird. And whether if he's just uncomfortable with the situation or there really is more at play, you're not sure.
Okay. Great. Cool. Good.
So,
So-
will you and your compatriots will be able to join us? I certainly hope.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, excellent,
Yes.
excellent.
It's a lot of people. I'm sorry. 'Cause it's all of them, and then they all have dates.
Well, no, listen.
So-
truly, the lot of you are the only reason it's happening at all. It's a great honor to have you there. We are all indebted to you in ways we cannot call you. We cannot ever hope to repay. Please come, enjoy yourselves. It is an open and welcome place for you.
Thank you. I should probably mention, the person I may, so... my friends all have dates, and I also have one as well.
Well, excellent.
And-
There won't be a problem to accommodate, I'm sure.
I may have invited Bernard. The Duke,
Bernard,
kind of.
the Duke of Arcadia.
Yes. Yes.
You're bringing the Duke of Arcadia to my wedding?
What? Okay. Well, if it's too weird, I can tell him. I just
how loud did he say that?
that loud.
Oh no.
That loud.
I'm like, my ear like articulates back.
It just got away from me. I'm sorry. It was. I can if it's too much or too weird, because it is weird.
No. Sorry,
it
please. This. I knew that you were heroes of the Republic, but I knew that you were tied into the sort of politics of this place, but I had no idea that you were on such friendly terms. This is wonderful, truly. To have the very Duke of Arcadia at my wedding, this will do wonders for the family.
That's all right.
All right, sorry. It's a golden opportunity. Thank you.
This is my face. Not
Have I said
hers.
something wrong? I'm sorry.
No. It's all right. The situation got away from me. It just kind of slipped out.
No, listen, sorry. I don't know exactly how to put this, but when you left home, it was like our luck left with you. Nothing was the same afterwards. Things got hard. Father's business ventures began to fail. Nothing seemed to work. Our friends became alienated. Our allies became estranged. I can't describe it, but it just all went with you. And I think now we were being punished by the gods. You were such a gift to us, and I think the gods wanted to show us how much we needed you. And look, now that we've reconnected, you bring this wonderful opportunity. This is a good thing. Oh,
Okay, I'm glad you took that well. I thought it might be weird.
Not at all. I mean, it will certainly mean we'll have to recalibrate some preparations for the wedding. We have to be up stock standard to what can be presented to the Duke of the entire Republic.
Oh,
but
no, it's all right. He's normal. Mostly.
He's like a duke. He's like
he's...
Flex on him. Just say it. He's just Bernard.
We're friends. I mean, it's all right.
yes. Well, in any event, please. This is a wonderful opportunity, and I don't mean that to overshadow my glee at you being there as well, because it is I really hope to reconcile, Suri. I really do. And so I think that this is all wonderful news for my wedding, and I can't wait to have you there.
I'll be happy to be there for you.
Do you mean it?
I do mean it.
Okay.
Of course I do. What? What's wrong?
It just all seems too good to be true.
So much.
Oh, look, it's the consequences of exactly what I asked for and have control over.
What's happening?
Can I make an insight check?
There it is.
What are you trying? Yeah. What are you trying to?
I'm still listening in.
Sure.
On that
Yeah.
specifically long pause, did he feel like weirdly guilty or anything about being like, I'm happy that you will be there?
Sure. Insight.
Yeah, can I just insight what that pause might have been? It was like...
Before it all just seems too good to be true?
Yes.
19.
6.
Saren. You think he might be afraid it is too good to be true.
Oh.
6.
You're just still overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Alright. No,
Well-
what were you going to say?
No. Anything else I should know? Oh.
I forgot.
Sorry, that just got me.
No, that was the good
Oh, there is more. Oh, there is more.
There's...
Well, please.
Yes.
Yes. Well,
All right.
this is good. This is good. This is what we. Well, yes, please. Yes.
everything.
Let's get it all out on the table, shall we?
Great. It's a lot.
Well, give it to me.
Okay. Told this story so many times and it never gets easier. So you know how I'm a hero, as they say.
Yes, indeed.
And I mean, well, how long were you away from the capital?
Oh, quite some time. It's sort of all kind of. You lose track of time when you're there underneath the earth without the sky to show the passing of time. It's a strange sensation for the past 6 months at least.
How long was the blight happening?
Yes, before you got there.
More than 6 months?
He would have known.
He would have known about it.
He would have known.
Okay. So we were sort of brought here to fix some problems.
As heroes often are.
Yes. And there was that blight on the plains.
Yes, indeed. A terrible thing. We weren't anywhere near the area at the time, I understand, but of course you do hear things.
But you're staying in Traben now?
Yes, I have been. It seems much recovered. Apparently the Cochrane, the local priest sorted out everything in order.
Right.
Curse of some sort of demons or other some such from the local woods, is my understanding.
That's one story, but it is a story, it's not the truth.
What do you mean?
The truth is, a girl came to Traben from the Feywild. She just wanted to help the people of the plains.
The Fae? Hell?
Yes.
No, you
Yes.
must have misunderstood. Sorry,
No.
they're monsters. They're things that go bump in the night
No.
and steal children.
Aldrich, listen to me.
Okay.
She wanted to help, but because she was different, the priest there ostracized her, made an example of her, and attempted to burn her in the center of the town. She retaliated, resulting in the blight.
I don't understand.
We went there to help. We learned this from the mayor. And we went in search of this girl, Felicity. And we found her. We broke the hold that a dark power had over her. And we stopped the blight. But that was not acceptable to Father Cochrane. He thought that he had it in hand. He wanted to be the one to solve it, or not solve it, I don't know. He was ready to let people starve because he thought he could handle it. And he hurt the mayor. Worse, to other people. And when we were leaving, a fight broke out. We were truly outnumbered, and I was surrounded. And they killed me. And I know that that must sound absurd to you, because here I am. But it's what happened. And my friends took me to the Feywild because we had helped Felicity. She helped us and helped bring me back. So, it's a bit of a difficult thing for my friends and I to travel to Traben, seeing as they all believe I'm dead and told the rest of my friends that they would be killed if they came back.
Sorry, the way that you describe the father, it doesn't seem possible. All of them, everyone in the town speaks so highly of him.
I know.
No mention of violence towards you or to any sort of fake creature. It's... I believe you.
Do you?
I'm going to choose to.
I don't know what that means.
It means means I owe it to you to try. But if what you say is true, it certainly complicates things for the wedding.
That's why I wanted to talk to you. I'm sorry, it's a mess.
Well, what recourse would you suggest? Certainly, we shall have to know, but she's very insistent. She grew up there her whole life, and it's her home.
I understand. It complicates things. I can come in disguise.
No. Perhaps there is an answer here. You say that the Duke is now to be in attendance, yes? Well, perhaps we should change locations under such a... well, to accommodate such an important visit from the Duke himself.
I wouldn't ask you to do that. I mean...
Sorry, I meant what I said. I want to try and reconciliate. And it's my wedding too.
Yes, and I feel like I'm here and I'm making it about me, and that feels really awful.
But we wouldn't be together if it weren't for you. We wouldn't be alive. You and all your friends. That means something to me. And it will mean something to her. I'm sure of it. Thank you for telling me.
Sorry.
I don't know if there's any justice to be offered. So much has happened between then and now, and I don't know. If there's anything I can do...
There's nothing I can ask of you. I'm telling the truth.
I believe you, sorry. I believe you.
Inside check. Not you! 16.
It's a lot to process, but he does believe you.
Okay.
That's just a lot to process. I'll see what I can do.
Alright. I'm sorry. I know it's a strange thing, being a hero.
I imagine it is, but suits you well.
Thank you.
I know there's more work to be done here. But even all told, I still think this is a pretty good first step.
Feels like a good start, yes.
I learned a lot under those caves. Really makes you reconsider what's important.
I understand that.
I trust you do. Well, thank you for seeing me.
Of course, thank you.
I'll be in the city for a few more days. I have a few more business leads to follow up on. Please feel free to reach out if you feel so, but I know your schedule must be busy, being heroes and all.
Yes, I think we're leaving maybe later today. I'm not sure. We've got business.
See to it then. I'll be in touch.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. And he finishes his flagon. Stands and like just sort of stands awkwardly for a few moments. And then it's like, goodbye.
Bye.
And he goes.
Yay,
Yeah,
good
I'm
talking.
Wait,
Good talking.
wait for him to like be out the door.
We talked good. Didn't insight good.
That happens.
I'm gonna wait for him to be like out the door
He goes.
and then just like scoot over to the other table.
Hello.
Apparently, I'm not the one to judge this, but I think that went really well.
Well, thank you. I think it went all right. The beginning was
Did
rough,
go pretty
but
okay from what I heard. I was mostly couldn't hear you though.
I didn't catch a name.
he didn't give it.
Huh. Well,
He
It's
didn't tell me much.
not Father Cochrane. In a wig. As you insist upon.
now that would be very silly, Hieros.
I don't know why you think that. Wigs are very funny. Oh, wait. Yeah, you're right.
Okay, great. Thank you all for coming with me on that journey.
Is it better?
Yes? He said they'll try and see if they can move venues.
Oh,
Which I mean, that's not...
out of Traben. So we wouldn't deal with Father Cochrane at all.
this time.
Or we'd be dealing with him on our own territory. Which I slightly like the odds better of.
Or when he pulls off the wig and goes, Blair, it's me.
Then what?
He stabbed somebody, I guess. I don't know.
Let's cut back to
I would love to stab him. I'm a beetle in a bag.
Beetle in a bag. What are you trying to get up to, Kashak?
I just want to see what's in here.
In the bag?
Yeah.
It's a Duke assassination kit.
Baby's first assassinator.
Freddie, roll me just roll a d20.
17.
17, okay.
Bones.
Excellent. So inside, in this pack,
Subscription box.
it just seems like a sort of like what you would expect to find on like a dock worker or a sailor's kit. A dagger, a whetstone, a blanket, fishing tackle,
Condoms.
an oil and lamp, a water skin, but also you find a fine spyglass.
Magnifying glass? Or
No,
is that
like-
One of these guys.
Everybody do
Telescoping.
it.
Like a telescope.
No, like 50 printed pamphlets primed for like sticking on lampposts.
Your
Not that you
fingers,
see.
your
With Casca is like a red and black monochrome.
Not that you can see.
fingers blow can read.
When you say water skin, like a nice new one,
No, just like a,
fancy one.
like your standard. Did you bite a hole in it? Oh shit! Roll ahead. With that +2 dex.
6.
No, my chinchilla.
I mean, it's a stationary object.
Depends on the armor class
So-
of leather.
Yeah,
So yeah.
of worn leather. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. These are your dung beetle pincers carved through the leather easily.
And it escapes.
And then he flies out, leaving a I want as he flies off. The dock worker has a wet butt. Very good.
Calms him down a little bit.
Uh-huh.
Don't need him starting to fight.
Easy enough.
Oh, word.
Great.
You guys want to start fighting?
No, he doesn't.
So yeah, and so then Beetle kind of comes back as this conversation with Suri and Aldrich comes to an end.
Crawls back into the skull.
Kishak, do you know every beetle?
This is the same one.
It was gold before.
He can be gold again.
And then he walks out the other eye hole of skull.
Oh. Learn something new every day.
What other beetles have I had him be?
Kashak,
How many kinds of beetles are there?
is he a beetle or is he someone wearing the clothes of a beetle?
Beetles wear clothes?
I don't know, say something fey-shaped that you are compressing into this plane as a beetle.
He is a friend.
Fair enough, that's not my business. Fine. Sorry.
Beetles wear clothes?
So
He likes to take many shapes. I'm not one to tell him how to wear.
No, you're right. I'm so sorry. I had a very narrow world view for a moment there.
I would not say that.
This meat's great.
What are we doing next? I've done enough talking in the last 3 days for a long time.
I have to train Maryanne Starfall to be an unstoppable killing machine before we leave this place.
Anything else anything else we want to play this moment out?
Not in the boar and barrel.
Thank you all for being here with me. That was nice to have you.
You did a very good job just now. I think.
Yeah, not here.
Not yet, Hieros.
I
That's
think.
the thing. Hieros doesn't have anything Ian does.
I think we should celebrate somehow. That was very difficult.
It was.
Would you like a drink? This is a great place for them.
Yes, I'll have another one.
Nice.
What is the next thing we're doing now? Are we
For
going
the
to
record, Ian has to say this because Hieros can't. For the record,
Uh-oh.
What did I do wrong?
no, you didn't. No, what? No, come on. He's gonna try and move the wedding. That means that it's bad.
What's bad?
Does that make sense?
What's bad?
That moving it is bad. If it's doable, that's bad.
Oh, wait. Well, nope, I don't know what you mean.
Do you mean from like a wedding logistics standpoint?
No.
You mean
Like from
from
a
a
narrative
oneness?
standpoint.
Oh.
I know.
Oh!
I'm not talking.
I see what you're saying.
I can't look at him. I'm just saying. This is not going to affect Hieros' decision because Hieros doesn't know dick about shit. I just
You're
want to.
saying that if we went to Traven, it would be bad.
No.
I'm
Oh
saying.
god, I don't know what's happening.
Yes, but if we bring it here, whatever was
works.
going to happen there is going to be worse because it's being allowed to occur. Does that make sense?
Saren
No,
is.
what?
I'm still
It's
a little
occurring
bit lost.
anyway.
I'm sorry.
Sure.
Because
Whatever
the
was-
DM will allow us to move this wedding, that means we are shooting ourselves in the foot.
Oh, that there's something that's,
That doesn't mean
that's
that.
gonna
That
happen
doesn't
at the
mean
wedding, and so the wedding
And-
has to happen because something that he's planning has to happen.
Yes, and that thing that happens there will be worse if it happens here than in Traven.
You don't. That's not necessarily
I
what that
understand.
means.
No, it's not.
I understand.
Trevor, this is only because I'm familiar with games.
Saren is still confused about why we don't want to go to Traven because she's like, want to murder, person to murder.
Yeah,
go
Hieros is
Traven.
also very down with it, to be
The
clear.
wedding has to happen.
I'm just saying, why can't we all just hide in a bush, watch the wedding happen? Your guy goes, "Yay, that was fun!" And then
you
while
go,
they're
"Yet,
taking
Ferb."
while they're taking photos, we go, "Yet, Ferb," and we stab the priest, and then everyone gets a little weenie at the cocktail hour.
Now I feel like no.
No, you haven't. No, you
No.
haven't. That's not to say. So I bring that up not to like metagame
I know,
or anything
I know.
like that. I just like as a thing.
I'm also still not. I'm like 60% of the way to the.
Oh, it's completely Pepe Silva. Don't worry. Like I'm.
Oh, okay.
I'm
like,
acknowledging that.
You could
I'm-
just move the wedding.
No, I'm putting a tinfoil hat on. Here.
Okay.
It's my
That's
my
like-
tin foil tricorner that
Yeah.
I'm placing directly on. I'm steering this boat called
Literally?
Conspiracies.
I'm just gonna keep throwing it back to y'all. The time is yours.
Do we have any immediate plans? No. I've got some things I could do in the capital, but if you wanted to get a move on.
No, it's going to be a couple days before everyone gets to our home. So please, by all means, anything you want to do in the meantime would be great.
Oh, Hieros is stalling. You know it's bad.
Hieros, do you want to talk
Well,
to us or any of us before? Is there any? Do you need to prepare?
It doesn't have to be us either.
why?
What will make this? I know it's going to be hard, but what might make it a little easier, at least, if there's anything we can do?
I don't know that there is anything to be done either way. You will be there, and that is good. I would say Rhea would try to kill me, but it'll be much worse.
Just lean my shoulder against his.
What comes first, the wedding or?
Emperor Glenn and
This is in a
Barovia.
few days.
I've got some things we can do to kill time if you need to collect yourself and...
Yeah. Anything to do with, I think we are planning to be there for a couple days. And then I think we wanted to return to Barovia to see what's become of the place. Mm-hmm. I didn't mean that to sound as morbid. We left it in a very good spot.
You did wonderfully.
Hieros, you do not seem yourself. What is it that ails you?
Well, you know that you and I both lost our lives in a fight against Vampire.
Indeed, I.
And that was not the only time for me.
Goodness, you do keep yourselves busy.
This one is... You would say I'm on a loan? Borrowed time. Till we're done.
Done meaning?
Until the land has been made safe.
Hieros, well, a fitting end, I think. For one such as yourself. I do not mean to say this is not hard, but... Well, these things... I am living proof that these things are negotiable. I think you will live to see all you need to.
That is my hope. I'm more worried for those I leave behind.
Indeed.
I have talked at length that to die is not heroic, not on its own. And here I am.
But to live, to see those to where they need to be, that is heroic, no?
I hope so. I have no delusions that we will not succeed, that even I will not, what is the word? Flying colors. It doesn't stop it being sad, though.
Nor should it be.
Excel, that was the word. Thank you, Scar. And I am nervous, and I know once it is done, it will be said, and it will be done, and that will be better, but... And I have done what feel like more dangerous and well, clearly more physically dangerous things than this before, but... My mind built this conversation up as such a massive thing, as such an insurmountable cliff, a wall before me.
In my experience, the fear of suffering is always worse than the suffering itself. I think you will feel better once you have spoken your mind.
I think you are right. I hope you are right. But Saren has business to do before we walk through a tree. Please, anything, we likely will not be coming back here for a little while. Who knows how long we'll be in Barovia, so anything to be taken care of, this is the time and place.
It's not easy being chosen by fate. Huh?
Once I thought it was everything.
But then you get there. And look at the location.
Looks around at the very lovely, idyllic
All is to say, all we ever experience is now. Yes? So let us celebrate every moment of it. Kind of raises this glass.
Peas in
Clinky
the pod.
clinkies. Great. All right. What do you? So let's jump to. What are you into, Saren?
I want to see if Maryanne Starfall's around.
You don't have to wait long. As you pick yourselves up...
Fuck!
You don't have to wait long. And in fact, as you pick yourselves up from your revels at the Boar and Barrel, give a salute to Luther, who waves you out and head back to the palace. As you kind of come around the corner to that long hallway in which the entrance to all of your private chambers are kept, you see Maryanne Starfall hammering on your door, Saren, with Chauncey standing right behind her, looking very verklempt. Mistress, please, these are private residences, and as I have mentioned, the Hieros are...
Lady Starfall, it is an antique.
She whips her head around.
What happened?
You two!
Her face is deadly serious, but like...
And she stomps down the hallway towards both of you. We are in a terrible row!
Who?
How could you not tell me, Saren, your best friend, that Surrey was attending a wedding with the Duke?
Surrey, you're going to the wedding with the Duke, Saren?
You didn't know either! I knew you wouldn't. I knew it. I knew it. I knew you would never betray my confidence in that way. Surrey, as my second best friend, how could you ever hide this from me, dish girl?
Second, best friend.
I'm so sorry.
Do you know?
Trevor Williams. Dish girl. So true, bestie.
Man, your technique is horrible. You're going to injure your wrist if you keep knocking like
Let her know, Kashak. Let her know.
Especially one of such an advanced age.
You're saying carved mahogany.
I know what I was saying.
I beg your pardon.
He meant the door, he meant the door.
Big fan of knocking.
You meant the door, Kashak.
I'm getting a similar feeling as to when I interrupted you and Dimitri. I just know with what you say.
Oh.
Well, this is neither here nor there. Please.
No, please continue.
Girls' trip. The lot of you disperse. The ladies need to talk.
Alright.
Go on, check. Dimitri.
Clark. Demetria.
Clark picks me up.
I was going to say Clark hops on the piggyback.
Also possible.
Goodbye.
Only person taller than Hieros here is Clark.
It's true.
I'll talk to you later then.
We'll be whom?
Dimitri.
Yes, I suppose you will. As he's like lifted
Yeah.
up and carried away.
None of us have a choice about this.
And so Maryanne sort of shuffles you into your room, the two of you room. All right. If someone doesn't tell me what is going on, I'm going to jump from the tallest tower of the palace.
Maryanne, please.
Do I think... Sarah just went...
No, that's it. Maryanne, please.
Yeah!
Get it. What about this has you so worked up? What?
It's the juiciest gossip that has ever existed in the annals of history. As far back as gossip goes, as far back as when Miranda de Arcadia told everyone that her husband was a boar. It's the most select bit.
Why do you know this? Because my brother yelled it in a crowded tavern, that's why.
He sure did.
Sir, nothing that is overheard by any denizen in this city, in any corner of this city, does not immediately come to me. I expected you would know that by now.
That's quite useful.
Well, you know, a lady has her ways. Huh. But you must tell me. I knew that you all were the new paragons of behavior that we're all meant to be inspired by and follow, but goodness, to fish up in your net the very Duke of Arcadia, I must say, sorry, I am deeply impressed.
Fishing metaphor.
What?
Sorry, I'm not here.
Well, you've learned the Duke. You've propulsed yourself to the very top of the social pecking order. I expect I shall be going to your tea parties before too long.
It's just Bernard.
We're friends.
Oh, I see.
Maryanne.
No.
Maryanne.
No. Say no more. I understand
It's not.
completely.
You don't, though. You don't.
Maryanne, do you think that every time we are interacting with someone, it is simply a means of gaining something?
Oh, certainly not. I imagine as peasant your prospects are dreadful. But I know how the game is played.
Well, I can't speak for Surrey. It's just that we genuinely enjoy people's company outside of propelling ourselves anywhere with it or using it for some sort of gain. Did you think that that's what we were doing with you this whole time? That must be dreadfully lonely.
What? But of course you were.
No. Didn't you notice how miserable we were at that tea party?
Why would we need to?
Well, yes, but everyone's miserable at those tea parties. That's the point.
But why wouldn't you do something that you enjoy?
Because it's what you have to do.
Why?
Oh.
Perhaps I'm too stupid to understand,
Listen,
but...
I wouldn't understand your rural sensibilities to understand the livelihoods of court life. But the way around here, whether you may have meant to or not, you have played a fabulous hand, Surrey, and I'm merely trying to congratulate you.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
It's not like that.
Well, whatever do you mean?
We're friends.
Really, truly?
Yes.
Is something wrong with him?
Is he?
No?
Is he,
Boring?
A bore? I don't.
I was
It's perfectly
suspected
fine.
of him, honestly. That Casca, she's a red-blooded Arcadian, but the rest of them I'm not quite so sure.
I'm sure he's perfectly
Does she mean by that?
fine. I was just talking to him, and he said how nice it was to see me, and then he wants to hang out with us. He wants to spend time with us, so I thought that was a good way to.
I think he's rather lonely himself in the sort of exchanges that Arcadian nobles have, where nothing means anything.
Lonely? Well, I couldn't imagine. I imagine the moment he became Duke, he was infused with a plethora of marriage offers.
Well, that's all well and good, but if you don't enjoy spending time with that person, then what good is it?
Well, when has that ever mattered anything? This is court, dear. And listen, I don't mean to imply that I don't understand the nuances of romance and following one's heart. It's just that... Listen, I know everyone thinks noble life is a series of minor inconveniences. There is real sacrifice to be made, however. Your life is not your own, your interests are not your own. You are indebted and bound to the state in which you live as a preeminent member of that state. And your choices are not your own.
I spent the first nearly 200 years of my life making choices that were not my own, bound to something and indebted to something.
Then you understand what it's like.
And I left. And things have been much better for me since. I'm not saying you need to give up your fancy dresses or your fancy houses or things, but since you are the paragon of social interaction here, I suppose if you started doing whatever the hell you pleased, no one could really say anything. You're simply setting a new trend.
Those are dangerous words you're speaking, sister.
I'm gonna pull out my Daughters of Arcadia pin and just kind of play with it. I mean, really, what's the difference? You are becoming quite the leader, Maryanne.
Well, you're a couple of firecrackers, aren't you?
Was that no to training with me?
It's a resounding yes.
Does she have no reaction to who my family is if she knows that now? It's okay if not, I'm just curious.
It's funnier if she doesn't.
And if she even would have
Oh.
It depends on what she was told.
Interesting. I think it was just subsumed by the fact that you're going with the Duke.
That would
You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Just curious.
Hasn't crossed your mind yet.
I'm like trying to figure out the right time to pepper that in.
Did you react to the fact that I'm secretly a Rockefeller? Well, no, I was kind of overshadowed by the fact you're going to the wedding with Joe Biden.
Yeah.
Well, today may not be the day for it, but we've got time.
Do you know the day I think I met you two is the most interesting day of my life?
I apologize.
Don't. It's been lovely.
Does she really mean that?
She completely missed what you were apologizing for. Did not cross her mind.
Yep.
Correct.
Yep.
Inside check.
I want one. God, I hate everything too.
It's just not your
23.
day for insight checks.
I'm using the wrong
Sorry,
die.
there's just been a lot for you today.
It's been a fucking day and it's noon.
Fucking. Yeah, she does.
Fuck
It's
yeah.
so weird with this. You know what I mean? It's like, it is different worlds and different languages, but like, she does take a lot of power from you two, actually.
Earn the escort of the court ladies. Crossed off the list.
Wow.
And she misses. She still misses, you know?
Yeah.
But like, she really does.
Well, you'll be the first to know the next time my romantic prospects are updated.
Oh, I should so much enjoy that.
It might be a while.
Excellent girl talk. Thank you.
I'm getting better at it.
I'm still dreadful.
You're doing well.
Maryanne, you know everything about what happens in this city.
Oh, yes.
Does that include the rabble as well? Or just your sort of station?
Well, things drift up, of course, from the common folk. There's so many of them that the cacophony becomes very easy to overhear. What is it you want to know?
I don't think anything will ever come of this, actually. But it's just useful to have an ear to the ground. If you ever know of someone who looks like me, I'm aware there's a gentleman visiting quite soon, I think, but anyone else of my people, it would be helpful to know.
Do you mean peasants?
Yes, and...
Wow, she don't see color, do she?
Oh,
No.
there's a I don't care if you're purple joke in here.
She's not racist, she's
No.
just classist.
She's a true class reductionist. Only in
She's
Arcadia.
never once been racist, it's just that we're all drowned
Jesus
tieflings.
Christ.
Wow.
You can't get this in the real world. It doesn't work that way.
I've connected them.
But here it
I
does.
take my mask back down and I meant, no, Maryanne, I meant, and like articulate my ears around a little bit. I meant,
Oh.
Ugly.
No, I take your meaning. I shall keep my ear to the ground, bestie.
Thanks, bestie.
I just wasn't prepared for Trevor to look me in the eyes and go, I shall keep my ear to the ground, bestie. Thank you.
Certainly is the vibe, my lady.
No cab.
Not with that face.
Thank you, Maryanne.
That too.
You're quite well. Well, I shall leave you to hear your heroic endeavors. But just the next time something big happens in your lives, don't forget Maryanne.
Of course not. You'll be the first to know.
Thank you.
One way or the other.
And
I will.
I am going to get you in a sparring ring with me at some point.
I'll make sure to get a manicure the day before so my claws are extra ready. And I think that should be dreadfully exciting, bit of violence. Can you imagine it?
I really
Yes.
Yes, I imagine you can. I shall endeavour to be an excellent pupil. And a quick study.
can. Of course.
No. Thank you, ladies. This was fun. I shall go and leave you to your heroic endeavours.
So good to see you, bestie.
Always a pleasure. And she rises and floats across the room.
Hieros, should we stop running at some point?
I kind of gave this one over to Clark. I don't really know.
Clark, should we?
He's in charge
I
now.
was just gonna go until someone told me to stop.
The ocean's coming.
Run out of window.
The ocean's coming closer. We should
Everyone do a flip!
probably stop.
I'm a good swimmer.
Yeah.
Now where did the boys go?
Also am, actually. Yeah, alright. There's the fall to deal with.
Just poke my head out the door.
I could just rage.
Log, can you bring the boys back?
You hear nothing.
Hey.
And he's still carrying all of them.
Fuck up to Where were we?
You were in the Clark
I
zone.
saw!
Run away! Is that what you wanted to do?
Slow
No,
people?
but it's raining.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you want to do?
I want to make
We'll
her
talk
a
to
killing
Maryanne.
machine.
Lesson
We were
one.
gonna start.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
fine.
Yeah. No,
It's not plot relevant.
Training montage.
Okay, then we have a couple days. Or whatever.
Yeah, well, so do we want to say we take a couple more days in the capital before we depart for Weaving Glen and you whip Maryanne Starfall into fighting shape?
Yeah, we have whatever the rest of a week is, so a couple days.
Well, okay. Give me... What should this be? But it's also teaching, so I want wisdom in there somewhere.
Like, I'm not just gonna be like, alright, hit me. I'm
It
gonna
could
be like,
be athletics using wisdom instead.
Let's do a series. Why don't you walk me through, Saren? Walk me through the training process with Maryanne Starfall.
oh, it's.
Does Maddie know Kung Fu?
I took one summer of Kung Fu at a community college. So
Well,
no.
Alright.
It's gonna be start out with like minimum meditation, like morning.
Great.
And not
She's
just like,
up.
And not just like, okay, meditate. Like I'm gonna actually explain what the hell you're supposed to do.
Great. Give me a perception check.
21?
She arrives for your first session in a full ball gown. And so the first thing you have to do is find her a new set of clothes. But then you finally get her to like sit down and you tell her to start sort of just focus on her breathing. Just to be more in tune with her body and the world around her. And as you sit there, opening yourselves up to this sort of meditative process, you peer over and you see she keeps like opening one eye to look over at you to make sure she's doing it right, and then sort of snapping back.
What if you ripped the ball gown into a dobok of some sort?
I'm not gonna rip her clothes, but I will give her some kind of
Oh,
like.
but that would be such,
She would find it hot.
that would be such cool.
Do you give her some of your clothes?
Yeah, I guess if I have spare traveling clothes or like something that's what's more of like a.
Fucking sick. I love
what's-
that.
I don't actually know what it's called, but like the thing that samurai used to wear to cover their legs, and it's like that's why it's a long skirt so that they couldn't predict where their movement.
Comma.
Comma?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I probably have something
Sick.
like that.
I love that. You give her one of the. She comes up. How do I look?
Comfortable. Good.
I'm not used to being able to move this much.
Yes.
Why do you think high fashion is so hard to move around in?
Stay down, Madison.
Alright, you get 2 bourgeoisies. That's all.
Well, I suppose it's because you can hire people to protect you.
I have people who protect me.
Yes.
As do you. Yes, the tall one with the horns and the scary one who pops out into existence just when you least expect him.
Well, yes, but I protect them as well. Maryanne, I don't know if you've ever thought of this, and I don't mean to scare you, but were it ever in a situation where they needed protection, would you be able to do that for them?
I don't know. I mean, there are certainly avenues open. Mostly of the political nature. I suppose I could try to arrange some sort of deal with any contact that we have, but in terms of martial might, no, I'm afraid I was never given facility to such things.
And that's why we're rectifying that now.
Hieros has made it clear beforehand that if you need someone to bodily throw around or beat the shit out of to demonstrate, he is more than willing.
Yeah, I'm gonna reverse this for a second, and I'm gonna ask if anybody wants to train, like, I don't know, someone who might have been level 3 or 4 when he died. Who, like, might need a quick level up or something.
He was 6.
Yeah, it was more than 3 or 4.
That's fine.
Oh, you're looking for like a training partner?
Yeah, no,
Dimitri,
she wants
she
to
said.
Dimitri.
She's
If
big.
any of the boys wanted to come along as well.
Oh, Dimitri would jump at the chance.
Yeah.
I'm watching.
Okay.
Hieros will take his shoes off, and because he doesn't understand how that works. He knows how he fights. He has no idea how this works.
So we're like in our own little corner, but like the boys are also around, maybe. I don't know. We found that it was always things are a give and take, and then I guess I will start and like start doing the like contact of like energy sharing, where nobody's like thrown any hits yet.
Okay, cool.
Everything is a give and take. Everything in the world is a give and take. Energy is given and energy is taken back. And if you either take too much or give too much, then the balance is lost.
How very interesting. Well, you know, now that I think about it, I'm not even quite sure what I'm more accustomed to.
And I think perhaps I've been looking at your sort of station of people and thinking all that they do is take, but I wouldn't know how to arrange a deal to protect someone in some sort of legal... I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what happens there.
It's an awful lot of work. You know, it's almost as if people are just born to the circumstances they are, and you either choose to reach across or to run away. In any matter, show me how to give someone a purple eye.
Hieros? Okay, and I'm not actually gonna go full energy through.
No, sure what you can do.
I'm not gonna hit
Flip
you.
me.
I'll flip
you
you.
to hit me.
I can flip you any day of the week. I just don't want to actually hit you.
Oh, rage is fine.
Okay,
I'll be
so
really proud of you.
okay,
What are you gonna do?
I hit Hieros as hard as I fucking can. Then.
Yeah, roll that. I know how to do this.
18 hit you?
Yeah.
Okay. It does 7 points.
Reduce 3 because I entered into a rage. On impact.
Goodness gracious. He certainly can't take a pummeling, can't he?
And see,
Down,
I'm
Dusty.
that. He's not even thinking about it. Now, you may think, because Saren is very small and I am very big, which is not very small, and I'm very big, who knows what can happen there. But watch when she does this.
I will, before he even gets a chance to, like, watch when she does as he's, like, turning back around, I've already identified where, like, his weight is being shared on his back leg or something and, like, knock that front one out from underneath him.
Oh, goodness gracious! A breeze topples a mountain!
I suppose it's sort of like when you're in a conversation and you're waiting for the opportune moment to say something. Bruising.
Devastating. Scarf.
Oh, I wouldn't know anything about that. I'm always only courteous. Now, may I try on the dark-haired boy over there? I should like to lay hands on him, if you know what I mean.
She's like our age.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Her husband's like 50-something.
Yeah.
Check did not say
No offense to any
I
50-somethings.
recommend
It's just, you know, when you're a 25-year-old.
That's right. That's
You know how nobility works?
Should she say, I'd like to lay hands on
Poorly?
him?
Yeah.
Darling, can you come over here for a moment?
But of course, my friend.
No, not...
Bonk? You know.
Maryanne's feeling confused.
Who's my bonk?
no, that was to Dimitri.
Yeah, I know.
Specifically using a pet name.
Oh! And he totters over. Yes, diligently.
Would you mind if my friend Maryanne tried to hit you?
But of course, I will ready myself and fire away.
Now, keep yourself grounded, and more of your energy is going to come from your hips than you think it is.
All my energy comes from my head, darling.
Don't say that to her right now. Don't say that to her next year when she's eyeing up your boyfriend.
You think he's going anywhere?
No, I don't.
Rock solid, baby. All right.
She's gonna try.
No, if you keep your thumb where it is like that, it is going to break. You want it on the outside. Outside. There it is.
I can fix it.
That's happened to me
Sure.
before.
Like that?
No.
Give me a athletics check.
No, that was bad.
An athletics check? Natural 20.
Ooh, okay.
For a total of 20.
Right, so the first time she tries it, she just sort of like winges her arms about, flailing wildly, and like when she goes to impact Dimitri, it just like floofs off. But then you move over to her, Saren, you like square her shoulders, you set her hips, you like teach her how to that stance, when you're kind of like pushing out on your feet and, steady, like you put her into a real fighting stance. And then you kind of like guide her, the motion of her body through the momentum of a punch. She still treats it sort of a little willy-nilly as she approaches all things. But when you finally like ease off and let her go for it, she throws one out and her body, she moves just almost like a trebuchet and throws one forward and gets Dimitri right in the solar plexus. And he like...
Alright, enough.
That was good, wasn't it?
Yes.
Look it, he can't breathe!
Yes. Right.
Excellent.
Why don't you hit me now?
Oh, that was pretty alright, I think. It's good.
Hey,
We're all here to learn.
Come on, buddy, we're learning over here. Yeah, you're good. I got you in the back. Just oh, there you go.
You're such a loser.
I'm glad you did that one, because a little bit ago I was waiting for her to be like, good lord, Sarah, you caved his chest in.
No.
You, not.
Oh, yeah.
Scarf.
Right, you should probably hit me.
Did you? Oh, well, I never could. We're best friends.
Statistically speaking, probably not.
Okay, we can do some offensive stuff for a while, and then I guess we move more into just like defensive drills. Like I would actually begin like teaching her how to like do this from like ground up style.
Okay, great. Then, give me a history check as you start to move through the forms.
Very important question.
13.
Yes.
What song is playing over this montage in the movie?
What do you think, Maddie?
Oh God.
You're a rich girl.
Yeah, but it's like the Pomplamoose cover.
Sure.
Sure.
Or Lady World by Twerp.
Yes! Sure.
I'll take it.
Twerp is good montage music.
That was
If I may recommend, Hidden Potential.
Hidden Potential by
Oh,
Twerp.
yeah, hidden potential.
That's a lot of swords clashing. I was looking for like a training yard.
That's a 13 on the history.
It's the guys outside.
Yeah.
They're doing the...
We're training in the same yard as like the military guys.
Yes,
Hi,
Captain.
Casca.
They're doing being a man out there. It's weird.
Yeah.
13.
Mostly as we go, I keep peppering in like little like aphorisms and affirmations of like slowly communist indoctrinating this woman.
She does really well, but she tires quickly.
Yeah.
But like for as long as she's able, she really does absorb a lot of information. You can actually see a fair amount of promise in her, Saren. More than you may have expected.
She's gonna be a killing machine. I just know it. And she's gonna understand mutual aid networks.
But yeah, you sort of come to the end of your training, and she's like got a, her hair. She like came to this with her hair still done up in the modern fashions, and so by the end of the training, it's she's got like strands of it flying out everywhere, and like sweat across her brow, and she just kind of like lays back on the ground, and is like, huh. I feel lithe.
I feel we're gonna start braiding her hair back for her.
Cute.
Maryanne, far be it from me to understand how these sorts of things work in your situation, but should there be anyone who you would like to see you looking very nice today, I would probably go to them quite quickly because you have a bit of a flush happening that I think is rather attractive.
Do you mean might be a good day to try to get pregnant?
I completely blue screen at that. What? No, what? If that is what...
not her face.
I don't know.
Secure there, establish the dynasty and all that.
Don't you have kids already?
Don't you have kids already? No?
I thought you did.
Uh-oh.
If that's what you're interested in doing, I just, if there was anyone that you were interested in. With.
Definitely married.
What?
She's got a husband.
You mean other than my husband?
I don't know.
What?
How long have they been married? Do we know?
We don't know.
I think I would know.
Give me a history check.
Not you. Yay! 25.
A few years. You mean I look desirable?
Yes?
Imagine such a thing. Well,
The crew will remember that.
Yeah.
This is interesting all of a sudden.
Yeah.
She's never had an orgasm and he's never complimented her.
I think it's more than that.
well, I must thank you, Sarah. This has been a wonderful day. I really do treasure our friendship. And thanks to all of you. It's so wonderful that you've taken the time out of your days of making corn.
Yes.
Pass.
We make corn.
That's what we do. We're called.
Where is Julian when you need him?
You know, like the band Corn. Very
Don't let her
popular.
see him.
Well, look at whatever you may have been doing in this time otherwise. I do thank you for spending it with me. Well, I'm thoroughly flushed, and I'm in desperate need of a bath and a nap, so I should take my leave of you for today, but this has been a fun day.
We'll do something that's more in your realm next.
Ah, excellent. A meeting of minds, as it were. Well, until next time. She gets up and gracefully walks across the courtyard.
Okay. And wherever we are, as soon as she's out, I want to just absolutely beat the shit out of some training dummy.
You go too.
Oh.
Look what they need to mimic a fraction of our power.
You alright, Sarah?
Wait, before you go, take this book. Manifesto.
It's just I've been holding back all day. I don't particularly like hitting things, and then I do a spinning final.
Take the head off of
Oh,
the training dummy and
Don't you?
When you use it as your only method of expressing your emotions for a long time, you don't sort of like it once you realize you can use.
Oh.
The talky bits.
Yes. But it does really feel good.
Shek's taking notes.
Flipped out the Kashek notebook for a second.
Beetle, take that down. Write that down.
as we're kind of coming down and clearing the avenue, Dimitri sidles over to Saren.
Oh. Sidler.
He's a sidler.
He's a sidler.
I've got a couple routines we could try out. If you wanted to work on some of that excess energy.
Here in the courtyard.
Don't tempt him.
I will follow you, my lady.
Oh my god, let's go back inside. It's unsanitary.
Yeah!
Okay, bye, Sarah. Bye, Dimitri. Oh.
What? No, we are just.
Do you need the room then?
No!
Oh, so it's alright if I come along with you?
Yes!
I'm going to punch this dummy, and I'm going to see if I can punch one as hard as I can while raging.
I've been meditating. None of this affects me.
That's alright, I'll stay with
I
Hieros.
don't usually use my fist.
You two have fun.
This is fun, though.
When Kashek meditates, there's a stream of sand going around him. It's not important to anyone but me, but I'm saying it anyway.
I care.
Aesthetic.
Right. And so the evening continues.
Did you see me teaching her about class consciousness? Was it hot?
You were the first ones to introduce to me the concept of defeating evil through the power of friendship or whatever, and it really
Or whatever.
and it really works for
That
me.
was funny on multiple
Okay, great. What's next?
So, maybe while Saren and Dimitri are busy. I'm gonna come over to Hieros. How's it going?
It's different.
Yeah?
It's a lot different than using an axe or a sword.
Better or just different?
It's different. I think it's more fun when you've got something else going on. You know, I'm used to. Well, you can't really. Well, I bet Saren could punch a tree down.
Probably.
I've never tried.
Yes.
The axe works a lot.
I'm
better.
sure you could as well.
Oh.
You're very strong.
That never occurred to him.
But I mean,
He was given the axe.
Oh yeah, fair
He's a
enough.
simple man.
It's
the
like he
axe is
spent
what
so much time around trees.
yeah. The axe is what you know. It's what's comfortable.
That's nice.
So, I'm not very good at advice or talking
I
or
think
things
you're
like
very
that.
good at talking. You do not give yourself enough credit.
Well, thank you. But I just wanted to say, because you've given me so much wisdom. You have.
It is what a father does, as far as I understand the concept.
Yes.
Sorry, really rephrase that. It is what parents do, is what I would have said.
And I mean, I have not as much experience as you do, but I know this is hard for you. And I just wanted to say, we know you're strong. We know how strong you are. And it's okay to not be sometimes. Sometimes you can't be. And that's all right.
Thank you. I never, I know that there are many people in my life who it is the give and take, you know, what Saren was talking about earlier.
Yes.
I know that I am not. I know I'm not the only pillar among us. We are all holding up each other.
Of course. You just needn't always be the strongest.
I know.
You can lean on us.
I know. It's. I mean to. I try to. It is hard.
I know.
I'm just afraid. I think it is. The beans of it is that I am afraid
Of course.
that.
Hieros, make a wisdom saving throw.
You're giving too much of it away.
Not the
Oh my
beans.
god.
Sheesh. 5.
Oh my god.
You're speaking with Surrey here and the sort of training yard around you. I imagine you've gone to the barracks for this, where you've been here before. It's where Hector's offices are located. The sounds of the training yard around you, the swords clashing and the grunting of exertion of bodies, fighting. It just sort of starts to kind of swirl around you, and you're transported. You see before you an ancient obsidian palace, only lit from below by a rivulet of magma flowing beneath it. You stand on a bridge between a huge precipice and an ancient fortress, and standing across from you is a creature, that horrible armor that is frozen and burns all at the same time, raises a staff of rivulating power just as Naestra raised her axe above your chest to deliver a killing blow. You were struck, stars flash, and you're falling towards a river of lava, and you come back.
Take Suri's hand real quick.
What's wrong?
It's all... It's not real. It was like before, on the beach.
He's playing with us, that's all.
Why can... I know I'm not very strong, but... It can't be right. It's not... Strahd could speak to us.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's like that. But that was... Barovia was Strahd's domain. He... What is...
It's alright. It's alright.
It was her.
Outside.
She wore the armor. But the staff, the same staff she had. He said she took it from...
Yes.
But I'm not there, so it wasn't. It can't have been.
He's toying with us.
Mm-hmm.
He knows what will hurt.
Yes. He's very like Strahd in that.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
No, don't be, please. She's all right. We'll find her.
Do you know, Suri, some nights I have dreams that feel like they're not dreams. You know?
I do know.
And I think of when we were back in Barovia. There's a sun in the sky here. There is light and love and life here. And so it is not like Barovia that I know, but it's at stake. Just like in Barovia. Sometimes I think I see them, the knights.
Oh.
The dead knights.
From Argenvost. Yes.
Before you brought me back, before you all brought me back, I think I see them sometimes in my dreams. I don't know.
Watching over you.
I think wherever they are, I think that's where I'll go. They were tied to Argenvost, and I have been tied to him and to Alumine, who I think is like him.
Mm-hmm.
I think they know me. I think they can see me.
I think so.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Is it a comfort?
Now, after seeing what I think I saw, yes. Yes. Don't. You don't have to tell anyone else right now.
What? Just us. Thank you for telling me.
Thank you for being there.
Always.
You are family, sorry. I am thrilled that you are becoming on better terms with your family as well. But you always have a home with us.
I know. Thank you.
Just
Just nice
Brian.
nice and tight. Oh. Okay. Great.
Yeah.
Great.
Great, that's that.
Great. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Thanks for letting me have that. Sorry, my hand was sweaty.
No, mine too. I'm a little shaky.
Maddie, what were you into?
In the morning, if we're gonna all get ready to like go to Wyvern Glen, I'm gonna take that sending stone out. Did you say at any point you were coming to the capital? Is that true? Is that true? And if so, where are you? Do you want company? It's me.
I figured.
Got that squared away.
23.
You sound different anyway.
I'm here, as a fact. Didn't want to intrude. That's only one word.
No, I do it too. Syllables.
On your plans. Bernard, hopeful for a new discovery.
I kind of hold the stone for a second. Well, that's all well and good, but he didn't say where he is.
Oh, you might be the burner.
That's okay. Then I'm gonna go bother Bernard.
You do so, making your way through the castle early in the morning. Private chambers or the ducal office?
The ducal office.
Mm-hmm. Great. Good guess. So yeah, you head to the ducal chambers.
What are you throwing me?
The bobby pin?
Oh, Robert.
And knocking, you hear Bernard's voice from the other side. Do come in.
It's me.
Yes, do come in.
Oh, well, I didn't know if that would make a difference. But
You only have 25 words, go! Again.
I'm not over Robert.
Yes.
Sorry.
You make your way in, and so there is the sort of ducal desk, which Suri is familiar with now.
The double kitty.
Don't say it! No!
I wasn't making it a sex thing, I promise!
I kind of made it a sex thing.
No, it's a crime thing!
Yeah,
It's a crime thing, not a sex thing!
The only time the rogue has ever stolen, and she didn't even steal, she just lied. Anyway. She feels really bad about it.
Stole from my Duke's purse!
Jesus Christ. He's not sat at it. He's instead on a long table with a bunch of ancient, withered-looking books, old, like, maps that look like, like crinkled around the edges and yellowed with age. And there are a number of people sort of standing and moving about this desk. It looks like a series of scribes, library aides almost. The room is sort of humming with activity. You see Sindri Stumbleduck, the retainer of Bernard, bouncing between these sort of attendees, sending orders and pointing them in one direction or another to another stack of books somewhere in the heavily filled in room. It seems like bookshelves have been kind of brought in, reallocated from elsewhere and brought into these ducal chambers, so there's almost a makeshift library taking up almost the entirety of the room, except for this narrow corridor in the middle with this long, sort of almost like a war table. With maps.
yeah, the war table of a librarian.
But it's a war table, but for a lore table.
War table.
That's my favorite thing in the world.
We made the correct choice.
That's all I want.
And so, where's Alcyone when you need her?
Ow.
We know.
We know exactly.
Ouch.
Bernie.
But yeah, you make your way in, and Bernard catches a glance of you coming in, and he kind of perks up and gives you a wave. And you also see standing next to him that previously, as you walked in, the two of them were poring over a length of parchment together. You see Taliesin also peck his head up, and he just can't help himself. He just like a grin spreads across his face, and then he like kind of like pulls himself back together and gives you a gentle wave.
Sorry to interrupt.
Oh no, not at all. But please do come in. In fact, it's great to have you here. You started all this, and in fact.
Oh goodness, I'm sorry.
Yes, indeed. We're busy scouring ancient records for the Crown of Command. I do believe that if we could ascertain its location, and then you and your heroic ilk could be dispatched to retrieve it, much could be learned.
Ilk?
Elk? Oh, good. Well, that's wonderful. If you have any leads, I suppose. We are... the reason I came down is because we're getting prepared to depart for a while.
But of course it is you. That is your predilection as heroes, travel the countryside and all that. But know that we shall be working diligently to support you from here.
I'm to understand that you're joining us in a few weeks.
Oh yes, indeed. Oh yes, a rare diplomatic opportunity, and a rare opportunity to be among friends.
Oh, good. Madam Starfall cornered us about it, and I was very worried it was merely a diplomatic opportunity for a moment.
Oh no, indeed. Well, I cannot deny the implications will certainly work in our favour. There is much ground to be made up between us and the plains. We've been drifting away from each other for a lot of time, for a very long time, and I think a good opportunity to sort of reassess some of those wounds and come closer to each other. But it is also equally a chance to be amongst friends. I owe so much to you all, and I was so entirely flattered to be asked by Suri.
Mm.
Actually, Sarah, may I actually ask you something in confidence? You are great friends with Suri, yes?
She's my best friend.
Indeed. What? And I don't mean to overstep or pry. What do you think her intentions for me are?
Can I make an insight check?
Yeah.
Oh my god, no!
Oh, I know what it was.
11?
It's hard to tell. It's out of character for him to ask a question like this.
Yeah, I thought it might be.
It's just being,
Is there any telepathic way for me to be like, Taliesin, can you step away for a moment?
You know, father-daughter telepathy.
do you want to try and get a roll for a look?
I would like to...
You can ask him to step away for a moment.
No, like, just very subtly be like...
Roll for a look.
That's a 7 on the look roll. Do I add anything?
Not a look.
Let's see what he gets.
A look of 7.
Get a 4, so...
You're definitely related.
Yep. Shit.
I'm gonna call that a success, I think.
Whatever. Hey, man. Dear God.
Because you did a bad job,
Together.
but he understands doing a bad job.
Yeah.
He failed at understanding
He's
your
made
bad job.
He's
which
made
means
that
it's a double
face
negative.
before.
I think it's a double negative.
Oh, no, he's made that face before.
If you did good, he wouldn't have gotten it.
Yeah.
Sindri, have we explored? And he kind of like takes a bundle of scrolls and kind of turns away.
Bernard, I hope that I'm not reading into anything. And if I am, please do stop me, because it will be painful.
Well, I didn't want to I was so caught up in the moment of it when it all happened. I didn't want to broach it necessarily with her in the moment.
I would say, and of course I'm not speaking for her, but let's begin with it being two friends. And should something move further than that, it will be slow.
Oh, thank goodness.
Okay.
You know, To be entirely honest, Saren, I'm so grateful. To be entirely honest, Saren, I'm so grateful to spend time amongst you all. I really only feel that I could ever be myself with you. But to be totally honest, the whole idea of romantic entanglements just sort of... Ugh. Do you know?
Ace Legend Burners? Well, I can't... Yes, I do understand. Good. Oh, good. Good. I'm so sorry. I'm just so prone to saying the wrong thing at the wrong time. I didn't want to hurt your feelings.
Oh, me too. I think that's why we get along so well.
Would you mind if I borrow Taliesin for a moment?
By all means. Yes, please.
Can I give Bernard like a look to like...
Yes, by all means. It's only thanks to you that he's back in employ in the first place. So yes, please. Thank you very much.
Bernard?
Yes?
It is nice to see you doing something that makes you happy.
But you know, it is all rather exciting, exploring ancient volumes, tracking down legendary tales, trying to demarcate truth from fiction. It was wonderfully exciting.
I've been deeply, deeply nervous that we've done nothing but make your life worse.
Oh, not at all. Not at all. It's interesting. I always wondered if it was my destiny to be Duke, how I would ever possibly be able to put myself... What?
I'm so sorry, I just remembered something that Maryanne said yesterday. Please continue.
Just all this to say, I always tried to imagine if it was my ultimate fate to be Duke, how, with what I am and who I am, could I live and aid in my people. And this is it.
What's this about Miranda de Arcadia having a boar for a husband?
Oh, well, you say that she was sort of she did have a corporeal husband, as they say, but she was also supposedly the wife of the luminary. So her husband, by comparison, I imagine, to her angelic heavenly body might have been sort of hard to live up to, I expect.
Bernard, can you tell me everything that you know about that right now?
Sorry.
Say more
I'm
right
so
now.
sorry. Cabro Telson, never mind.
Well, as the legends go, she was a warrior queen who threw off the yoke of the Eurovians and freed us from their tyrannical rule with heavenly justice.
Right, but the luminary.
So it goes. She was so righteous, so good, so fully made up of the light that serves all mortal kind. She became of particular interest to the luminary, and was made his very own bride, and that is what gave her the power to lead her rebellion.
Bernard, I do not wish to put you in a position to imagine your great-great-great-great-grandmother doing certain activities, but who is said to be the sire of the Arcadia line? Is it her husband, or is it the luminary?
That is the age-old question, isn't it? We like to believe that our bloodline is blessed, and that is why we have continued over the generations as we have.
Is there any mention anywhere to the luminary becoming a corporeal person?
Oh, you mean the luminary walking this earth amongst us?
Yes.
Well, I'm not sure. I suppose I could do a bit of research into it.
Well, you're already so busy.
Man, looking for any excuse to do more research.
Give me some fucking research, man.
Well, there are the small hours of the morning that I have been devoting to eating and sleeping, but...
No, those are important, Bernard. My goodness, it's just a
Well...
Too late!
I think we would appreciate it, but only if it will not... look me in the eyes. Only if it will not impede you eating and sleeping. And bathing.
All right. Deal's a deal.
Thank you.
2 out of 3 is not bad.
Now I'm going to borrow Taliesin. I apologise.
Yes, by all means, by all means.
Write that down.
So... remind me, this was a hereditary line up until this one, right? Where we decided.
No, they are
vote.
descendants. Yeah. Well, all of them are.
The ducal office was
Right.
passed down from.
Well, so what happened? The first ever transition to power was to her sister, and then it's sort of like it's not exactly an inherited monarchy, but the bloodline spreads out, and so it was always made amongst some ancestor of her. You know, it was never passed down directly, but as the bloodline sort of like fanned out, it's necessary to sort of, or not necessary, but it certainly gives such an advantageous edge to someone to be related to her directly that no one else has ever been able to overcome it.
So were there elections before this one?
Yes, but it's usually it's a foregone conclusion. The hiccup this time was that there were 3 of them.
Right.
It could be like 2 people who have lineage who are both vying to be the next successor.
Because it's a republic, it doesn't, like, it's not a great PR move to have a monarchy. So a lot of times it's a foregone conclusion.
Yeah.
And there have been instances where, you know, upsets have been had, or...
What happens if Bernard dies?
Cascarolasia, I would assume.
That's why I was asking.
Yeah.
It was older?
We don't know.
They don't know.
That's the
That's
whole
the
problem.
thing.
Oh, right.
That's
Yeah.
the thing they don't know.
One right after another, they didn't even check.
Did we stop the fascist arc?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
we stopped because she would have just killed him immediately to take power. Now she'll just wait. If she has to. Rather, it's not an issue now, but if it comes up, she'll take it.
What happens when we're not here?
Well, the worm is going to come and eat the city, so I think we have bigger problems.
The tower will grow legs, big hairy legs.
Big,
and
sexy,
start
hairy legs.
stepping
Fishnets.
on everybody.
Gosh, I've given too much away.
Yes.
Can I go talk to the purple man?
Yeah, you make your way over to town. Listen.
Could we go for a walk?
Yes, you know, I've been working ever since I arrived 16 hours ago, so that might be nice.
When did you eat or sleep?
What?
When did you eat or trance?
Well, let's go for a walk. You're not related or anything. So, how are you?
It feels so bizarre to say, but things are really looking up.
Really?
I wouldn't count on seeing the little one around anymore in his previous state.
That makes it sound like he's dead.
No.
Did you find a way?
Yes.
You did. He's back. I would love to meet him.
Him? Sure. Yes.
Well, that's wonderful news.
We're leaving soon again.
Off on another grand adventure.
Sort of.
I've seen you work firsthand. Wherever you're going, they're lucky to have you.
Hieros. We're going to spend some time with Hieros' family for a bit.
Oh, good.
He has some unfortunate news to give to them.
Oh, really?
In the conflict at the temple,
Gosh, it feels a lifetime ago.
we lost Hieros. And we were able to get him back, but there are some strings attached. And so we are going to inform his kin that we will need to give him back when our business is
Gracious.
concluded.
Well, I imagine that would be a difficult affair.
Yes. I'm sorry.
No, not at all.
No, it hasn't happened yet for the thing that I'm sorry for. It's just I've been thinking about... I mean, Hieros is wonderful. He's not like a... He's like a strange uncle to me. But I've been thinking about what happens if we do make it back from the end of all of this. And what that looks like, and I don't know that I want to continue this sort of thing. Go on adventures and constantly losing people.
Well, you would hope for a quieter life, quieter existence.
At least for a bit.
Well, what does that look like?
I'm not sure yet. But in the off chance that is not in the cards for us, I just think it would be proper to give a send-off to people I care about.
Well, how lucky am I to be counted among that list?
I think you owe me something.
Indeed.
I'm sorry.
Name it. What can I do?
Who are you?
I didn't think it possible. When I sent you away, I wanted to give you a better life. Better than I could give you. And here you are, a hero. I won't ask you to forgive me. All I'll ask is that you understand.
Yeah, just hug him goodbye.
Yeah, you move it, and he is a little stunned, and it's that thing where he kind of throws his hands up in pause, and then after a moment, rests them against your back as well. So proud of you. I don't know if I have any right to be, but I am. How couldn't I be?
You need to be eating and sleeping and not working for 16 hours at a time. And if something happens, please let us know and we'll come back.
I'm part of this now. You brought me in.
No, God.
I'm here with you. Good luck, and keep in touch. He hugs you again.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Boy, jeez, it's a good thing this is such a straightforward, easy breezy campaign.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I go back feeling different.
Mm.
Actually, I pop my head back into Bernard's office for a second.
Yes.
Both of you, remind each other to sleep, please.
Yes.
And eat.
Chauncey! Feed these men! Grapes if you must! Hard time.
Keep yourselves safe. And then I leave.
You too.
We go back to our fucking room. Just open the door.
More logs on the fire of our fallout. Juicy.
He'd like to meet you.
Me?
Mm.
I would love to. How did it go? You okay?
We have to make it back.
You are such a triumph, Sarah.
I don't know what I'm doing.
That's what makes it all the better. You just do a great job.
Alright, we should wake everyone up. Get out.
And you do so.
I've got some interesting news for you, I think.
What?
I was talking to Bernard just now,
Uh-huh.
and he said that the line of Miranda de Arcadia may actually be descended from the Luminary.
Uh-huh.
Like,
Like...
when Maryanne said yesterday her husband was a bull, he meant that she
It
had...
wasn't with...
It wasn't with an A. That's what
wasn't
I
with
thought,
an
too.
A.
No, he meant... She meant that she had taken someone else.
Yeah, so like...
So maybe don't kiss Bernard or anything.
That wasn't ever the plan!
Oh, good. Oh, he was worried about that, by the way.
Okay.
No. He asked if what your intentions were, and I didn't really know. But then I thought about, a handful of things, and I said I wouldn't really bet on it being more than a friend thing. Was I wrong?
No, you were right.
Okay, good.
Okay. And that was good?
That was good.
Okay.
He was nervous. Now he's not nervous.
Good. That's good for him.
I just thought you would find it interesting to know.
Yes.
Well. What an eventful few days. Is it time we depart?
I think the very last thing we do right here, right now, is to step into a tree. And so Kashek can go to bed. And so I can go to bed.
Alright, you step out into the
I'm ready.
courtyard. You
Sure.
take one more glance around at the capital. The palace. Just...
Not on fire.
No,
Not on fire.
It's great.
Not yet.
Good here.
You just look at it for no real reason. Think, I don't know, for all the trials and tribulations you've been through, this is a good place to be. It's full of good people. That's all.
Good, not dead people.
You know, if I were to die right now in some sort of horrible fiery explosion due to the carelessness of a friend, well, that'd just be okay.
You guys ever wonder what a city would look like if it was suddenly a crater?
And you step into the tree to Wyverglen?
Sure.
Kashek, do you think we could do one near the river? I need a second to walk into town.
You step through, and appearing on the other side, back in those familiar, cozy woods, down the river a little ways from Wyvern Glen, the sounds of the river are gentle and rolling and pleasant.
You talked with Ray about one, yes, you would know this well, wouldn't you? Okay. To family. Let's go home.
Let's go.
And we'll call it there.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Well,
I hope that these sessions have been as exciting for you as they have been for me.
Genuinely,
I know
no,
it's
they
a
have.
lot of roleplay.
Thanks for joining us on this verse of the Last Song of Arcadia. It featured Ian Agnew as Hieros, Madison Cadulo as Saren, Freddie Nietzsche as Kashek, Robin Fender as Suri, and Trevor Fail as the Dungeon Master. Crit Out of Luck is brought to you with help from our Patreon supporters. If you had fun listening today, you can also support us at patreon.com/critoutofluck. Stay cool.